We're learning how to tell the time. And it's really important that we do know how to tell the time because it means that we can be on time for appointments or on time when we need to. It gives us a bit of an idea about where in our day we are. So, those are some really important things about telling the time. So, let's have a look about how we do tell the time. There are two hands on a clock. So, um, the short hand here is the hand that tells us what hour it is. And then the long hand here tells us what minute it is. Okay, and you can see here by the look of the two hands that the minute hand is longer than the hour hand. When the minute hand is pointing to the 12, it shows a full hour, and we call this time o'clock. And a full hour means that this minute hand goes all the way around our clock from 12 right back around. And this is o'clock when the minute hand is pointing to the 12. We can see here that on this clock, the hour hand is pointing at the 8 and the minute hand is pointing to the 12. So this clock is showing that the time is 8 o'clock. Okay, have a look here. All of these hands are showing the same thing, but it's 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and then we go back to 12 o'clock. So whenever that minute hand is pointing to a number, that tells us that it's that number and it's an o'clock. Let's have a look here. So we've got the short hand is pointing to the 3. We've got the minute hand pointing to the 12. So it is 3 o'clock. Another example, we've got the short hand or the hour hand pointing to the 11, and the minute hand is pointing to the 12. Yes, to the 12, so it's 11 o'clock. We've got the short hand pointing to the 6, the minute hand pointing to the 12, so it's 6 o'clock. Here it is 9 o'clock. Okay, which clock shows the 2 o'clock? Okay, this shows us, of course, that it's 8 o'clock because the short hand is pointing to the 8. The short hand here is pointing to the 3, so that's 3 o'clock. The short hand is pointing to the 2, so it is 2 o'clock. Which clock shows 4 o'clock? And we can see here that this is a correct one. The short hand is pointing to the 4, the minute hand or the long hand is pointing to the 12, so it's 4 o'clock. This here, of course, is 9 o'clock. This here is 10 o'clock.